Tank Blitzers, it's a Littlefinger. Happy Friday, December 4th, and it is time for another store review. Happy to report we've got a lot of changes to the store with some pretty expensive tanks and even a new tank to the game. So let's jump right in. Under offer tab, we've got the Centurian Mark 5-1. This is a new British Tier 8 medium tank. Let's take a look at it real quick, shall we? All right, there we go. This is coming from Blitzhanger, guys. And here is the tank. Small, compact, little medium-looking tank. It has a lot of characteristics to the Action X in terms of firepower, a little bit lower DPM as you have a longer reload, but the gun handling is just about the same, less than 0.3 with the dispersion, 10 degrees of gun depression. Obviously, being a mobility, it's got more mobility than the Action X, but 45 kilometers per hour. You can see it's one of the slower mediums in the tier. Traverse speed. So armor, just taking a look at it here, it's got some nice hull armor for a medium tank, so we'll see how it plays on the battlefield as far as a hull down medium tank. But it's kind of disappointing to see that it is only available in crates. 3% drop chance, okay? New this time around with the crates, they've even broken it down. So 3% to get the tank, 12% to get the epic, and then they've broken it down even further as to what your percentages are of getting each of these certificates or boosters. Unfortunately, there's no guarantee of getting this tank, so keep that in mind. Now, as far as getting the crates, the best option, in my opinion, is to purchase this with cash money, so to speak, right? If we use our 350 gold per dollar rule of thumb, this one's going to be 350 gold per crate. This one is going to be 466 gold per crate. Sorry about that. This one here is going to be 666, 761, 800, and 1,000. So you can see the more you buy, the better deal you get. And if you buy in cash, you get an even better deal. All right, so that covers the Centurion Mark V. The Iron Churchill 3 is basically a Soviet version of the British Churchill at Tier 5. Slow, decent armor, good damaging gun. Interesting little pickup for 1,500 gold. This tank you cannot sell back for gold as you're buying it with gold. So, if you're looking for a Tier 5 slow, heavy, this might be the tank for you. Apart from that, not a lot to say about it. We've got Tier 100 5x boosters for Tier 8 vehicles. So if you're stuck grinding several Tier 8 tech tree tanks, these 5x boosters really do help you grind those tanks fast. Other than that, there's no point in purchasing boosters. Now, on to the fun stuff, right? We've got the Tier 10 AMX 30B. To me, this is a lot of like a crossover between the Leopard and the STB, with not as much good characteristics of either, which is not to say this is not a fun tank to drive. It is extremely mobile. It gets around the battlefield well. It has decent hull armor if you're hulled down. Not nearly as like the STB, but definitely more than the Leopard. 15,000 comes with an attachment and all the equipment slots unlocked, and 35x boosters. So this is a pretty typical price for a Tier 10 premium tank. If you don't have many mediums at Tier 10, I would recommend it. If you're sitting there with a lot of mediums, then probably take a pass at it, but I don't think you're going to see a better price for it. Uh, of all of the tanks in here, if I didn't own them, I would jump on the Soviet snipers. You've got two really fun tanks here with the SU-130 PM, which is very light, mobile, gets around the battlefield. You have a limited turret traverse, kind of like the grill, but the gun is so super accurate. I will be picking up the SU-130 here for 12,500. I know it's expensive. It's only been in stores a few times, and the price has not come down. But as you can see, I'm sitting on a lot of gold right now, so I'm willing to pay that early investor fee for the SU-130 PM. I did do a review of this, guys, when it first came out, so check that out. Also in this package here is the ISU-130. As you know, we've talked about this a good bit in stores lately. It has the unique feature of having your premium ammo do more damage, but the pen on it is lower. But the pen, it pens just about everything. So a very high damage outputting TD. Really fun to drive, in my opinion. So for 7,500 each, if that's the way you want to look at it, I love this package right here. Again, back to the SU-130, it is expensive. If you're not a collector like myself, then I would probably wait for this price to come down, because tier 8 premiums, should be in the 7 to 8,000 range. So I'm basically paying to buy it early, right? 2 days left on the shark makes this deal look horrible. Still 15,000 gold. You can get yourself a tier 10 for that right now, right? Or you can get 2 tanks for that. More 5x, and I talked about all of this last week, so I'm just going to skip over these and jump straight into the bundles. We do have the event pass going on, $5 to get everything on the bottom 2 rows of your event pass. $20 if you want to go ahead and skip the first 25 levels. We've talked about these crates already. Subscription to resources. Now, this is something that I find myself purchasing every month. I get the opportunity to, because as you can see here, it's 250 gold per 30 days. The deal here, though, guys, is that you have to log on every day in order to claim the resources here. So if you're a person that logs on infrequently, do not purchase this, okay? But it does work out to be 535 gold per dollar, which is a pretty good exchange rate. You're also going to get 1,500 free EXP every time you log in. As well as now they've added some 5x boosters, which really doesn't do a lot for me. But I don't know. I'm on the fence about this one this time, just because I do sit with a lot of gold already. The Love and E25 bundle. This is another great deal right now if you don't own either of these tanks. You can see it comes with both legendary camos and 5x boosters. To me, I think, $15 for these 2 tanks is a pretty good deal. I've talked about both of these tanks, probably have done reviews on both of them, so check those out as well. Moving on, the Enduring AC-1 Sentinel. You get 1,000 gold if you sell this tank after buying it. So for $3, it's 330 gold. You're going to get 25 gold boosters. So really, it's to me a break-even way. You can drive it for a little bit and sell it. You do get 7 days premium as well. So again, it's a tier 4. It's a tank you're probably not going to drive a lot once you get into those upper tiers. Countless Treasure, 3 days left. We talked about this last week. 25,000 gold for $100. It's only 250 gold per dollar. And that's really my main focus when I look at buying these, is how much gold am I getting for my money. I can grind credits all day long. It is nice to have the 100 days of premium time in there, but it is not worth this. They put out a $100 deal a while back, the one that I purchased, and I know it was a much better deal than this as far as the amount of gold you got. I think it was somewhere in the neighborhood, and I might be wrong, 500 to 600 gold per dollar. So anyway, if you're not getting the right amount of gold per dollar, I would not do it. This one works out to 370, which is obviously a little bit better. So if I were to say jump on anything, maybe jump on this one. And so that really, and I forgot to mention last week there were some good deals on gold, but sometimes I don't go into those sections. But anyway, so a lot of new stuff. I'm excited. Hopefully, there's some events towards the Christmas time with an auction or something. And with that, guys, don't forget we've got the Tier 7 tank giveaways on the 4 different channels. So be on the lookout for those. I'll try to post those in the community tab and on my Discord as those guys get their videos posted. And with that, have fun out there. Stay safe. Get educated, not fingered. Littlefinger out.